Are you guys ready for your next comic? Please welcome to the stage. You've heard him on Sirius XM, the great Jared Schwartz.
What's up? Y'all trying to chill? Yeah! That's great, dude. We're chilling. Like a lot of kids my age, man, when the pandemic first hit, I went back home to my mom and dad, which also happened to be where I lived already. You know, not to brag. But it wasn't bad living at home during the pandemic, you know, because I grew up with the cool parents, if you couldn't already tell by my demeanor. No, that's what my friends said growing up, right? That I had the cool parents, you know, because growing up, my parents would always let my friends and I hang out the house and do fentanyl. I'm kidding, they didn't do that. But fuck you if you think I got fentanyl face. What they did do, however, is they did give us a safe space to smoke weed on our deck. That was pretty chill then, right? That was pretty chill. But whenever I'd be smoking weed with my boys, they would always say things like, yo, why can't you be more like your dad? He's so much funnier than you. Why can't you be more like your dad? He's so much cooler than you. Why can't you be more like your dad? I'm like, you guys are only saying that because he sold us this weed. I'm kidding, I stole it. Oh, my dad's got the records. I was talking to a girl online the other day. No, I was talking to a girl on a line the other day, and we were talking, and I was like, yeah, I'm from New York. And she was like, wow. I was like, yeah, Staten Island. She was like, whoa. I was like, I live in a house. She was like, wow. I was like, yeah, with my parents. She was like, whoa. I was like, I have a car. She was like, wow. I was like, yeah, Nissan Sentra. She was like, whoa. I was like, I'd love to take you out. She was like, I like steak. I was like, whoa. I just told you, I'm living at home. I'm saving up. I don't got steak money yet. No, but I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I've been doing pretty good on the internet lately. That's been pretty cool, right? I went viral a few times, got a few million views. Those millions of views still equal $0, you know? The only currency I'm getting right now is compliments, right? Like, I got people in my messages like, hey, Jared, I love those animations. Hey, Jared, those podcast clips are great. Those stand-up clips are hilarious. I'm like, thanks, you should support me and come to a live show. They're like, nah, but keep killing it, though. Like, I wish compliments could be currency. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be at home like, hey, mommy, you really know how to clean up this place. Hey, daddy, your jokes are hilarious. Hey, mommy, I love your cooking. They're like, thanks, Jared. You should probably support us and pay some bills around here. I'm like, nah, but keep killing it, though. I like to think I'm a very self-aware person, you know. Like, I talk a lot, obviously. I talk a lot. I don't say much, but I talk a lot. You know, and as of recently, I've been pretty quiet around my friends, and they've been worried about me. They're like, hey, Jared, is everything all right? You doing okay? And it's like, yeah, I've just been trying out this new thing of thinking before I speak. You know what I mean? Because by the time I think of something to say, the topic conversation already changes. You know what I mean? You guys been there? Right? Like, my friends were talking the other day. One friend was like, hey, I think the Nets are going to win the championship this year. My other friend was like, I think the Lakers are going to win the championship this year. And I was like, remember last week when I said almond nuts are my favorite nuts? I changed my mind. I think it's peanuts now. But the main reason I really had to focus on thinking before I speak was because a few weeks ago, this girl invited me over her place, and she was like, hey, Jared, you can spend the night. And I was like, that's dope. I just got to call my mom to let her know first. I'm like, I didn't have to say that out loud. And she was like, you didn't have to say that out loud. But I said it, right? You know, I could have just did that in silence. She's like, go ahead, call your mom, do what you got to do. So I went ahead, called my mom, came back, was like, hey, bad news. My mom said no. She was like, Jared, you're an adult. You can make your own decisions. I'm like, that's a good point. Why don't you call? Maybe she'll say yes. But I was like, nah, my mom told me she'd make my favorite mini pancakes in the morning. But keep killing it, though. I do think I'm an annoying person. Because all my friends tell me that. They tell me that because I ask a lot of questions, right? I think I'm just being friendly and cordial. They also tell me I'm annoying because I have a mommy told me I can play with you guys face. Good, I don't really like that joke working anyway. No, they tell me I'm annoying because I ask too many questions, right? I think I'm just being friendly and cordial. Clearly, I don't see it that way, right? You know? Like, I ran into a friend a while back and I was like, yo, what's up, man? How you doing? He's like, I'm good. I was like, oh, dope. Like, how's the family doing? What are they up to? He's like, They're good. I was like, oh, nice. Like, what are you doing for us? Where you come from? What are you up to? He's like, dude, you just asked the same question 3 different ways. I'm like, all right, what's up, though? What are you doing? He's like, I was at work. I'm like, oh, nice. Like, what are you doing for work now? How's that going? He's like, I'm working in tech. It's good. I was like, oh, sweet. Like, how'd you get that job? Do you have to get a degree for that job? He's like, dude, how many fucking questions do you have? He got very upset with me because then after that, he decided to threaten me. He's like, you know what we do to people like you where I'm from? So I was like, where you from? And then he smacked the shit out of me. And I was like, why'd you do that? Hey guys, I've been Elliot Schwartz. Thank you for chilling. That's